All right, guys, hello, welcome back to another episode. We are on the move. As you can see, in the city center, the Royal Castle is just behind us, and I've just gone online. We got our first order from Max, so let's head over there now. Hopefully everyone is doing great. As you can see, it is daylight. Very nice for a change. I finally, picked up a lunchtime shift, and here we are. These days, daylight is kind of hard to come by, so we are out here, nice and early. It's about 2:30 a.m., which is pretty early for me, I've just gone online, and we have our first delivery heading over to Max near the central station, pretty much. So let's make it over there. So yeah, I wanted to do an autumn episode for a while. I mean, this is like the very last chance. I mean, most trees have lost their leaves. It's not as colorful as it was, maybe a week ago. But guys, let me tell you, the weather was just terrible, Should I go through here? I mean, guys, the weather was just terrible. For the last 2 weeks, it's been raining nonstop. And I feel like we had enough rain in the episodes recently. So I wanted to, come out here on a dry day and, lunchtime as well. And so finally, the opportunity showed up. It does look a little bit gray right now, but, there are some patches of blue, sky here and there, which is great to see. Again, I'm not exaggerating. Rain every single day for the past 2 weeks. I mean, that's like the worst possible scenario, Anyway, here we are, early in the morning, heading over to Max. As you can see, they've already started to set up the, December style decorations. I think I saw an ad somewhere by the city that the 11th of November is when the official Christmas begins, here in the city. So I guess it's a little bit nice, to spice it up during the darkest months of the year, If it wasn't for these holidays, I mean, it would be really kind of gloomy, Right, so actually I can see Max on the corner there. This is just great driving. Well, there's nobody behind us. Let's make a wild swing over to the left side. All right, here's Max. I'm not sure if you can see that, but that's the place that we're, headed to. And yeah, I feel like I haven't done an episode in a while. I'm not sure when the last time was that I recorded, one of these. But yeah, I thought this week I might not even show up because, yeah, the weather was just it was not good. But, we got lucky. Today's a Sunday, by the way. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. I don't think I remember the last time I worked lunchtime Sunday. It's just not a thing, But yeah, here we are. Usually lunchtime is kind of like mixed between regular customers and, the corporate ones. But, today's a Sunday, so I'm guessing it's gonna be more, regular people that are ordering. All right, let me check the details and we'll see how we get on. Let's hook you up. All right, boys, and our first order of the day is picked up. We are headed over to Kings Hill, just across the bridge. Let's get moving. Wow, I was about to reach out for my, a little light here. I'm so used to working, in the dark, but yeah, things are a little bit different today, huh? All right, so besides, crossing the bridge, we also have to climb up to, I'm not sure. I feel like it's one of the highest peaks on the island of Kungsholm, or Kings Hill, So it's gonna be a slow crawl towards the top. I'll be in my first gear, but usually we're able to make it up. So I think it's gonna be just fine. Escalator is shut off. The one that we need, the one that takes you up. All right, boys, and a right turn, and away we go. From here, it should be pretty simple. To be honest, I'm not liking the color of the sky over there, so hopefully we stay dry. I don't really have any protective gear with me for the most part. The only thing I have is some, shoe covers, and that's all. Everything else is water absorbent. But no, today seems pretty good. I got a good feeling about today, guys. It's November something, like early November. I'm not sure which date it is, but it's like 9 degrees, which is absolutely acceptable, I have a set of winter tires ready because I already had one shift where I worked in 0 degrees Celsius, and whenever the temperatures drop down to close to freezing point, you just gotta switch over to the winters. Otherwise, you're playing a dangerous game, Like, it's just kind of scary if you're on summer tires and it gets icy out there, So Anyway, we're climbing up, boys. This is a 3-stage process. This is hill number 2, and then the steepest one is still upcoming. All right, so, I mean, interesting. It's November. As you can see, some trees are absolutely, naked, no leaves. Others completely giga chad, like it's summertime, Look how leafy it is over here and green. That is nice. Anyway, we're looking for number 20, and it should be on the right side here somewhere. All right, the atmosphere seems very nice and relaxed over here. Very, very cool. All right, guys, third floor. Let's do it. All right, guys, Max Burger is dropped off. Next stop is Subway. About 5 minutes away from here. Let's get moving. Right, so we'll see how we get on. I have to say, like yesterday, I was working evening time, Saturday evening, and I have to say it was surprisingly quiet, like really not much to do. So I'm not sure if that says something, if the demand is going down, or if it's just, maybe it was a day that was packed with riders, it was overbooked. I'm not really sure, but I don't remember the last time it was that quiet on a Saturday. So pretty interesting, guys. I do remember working last year, I think, and I was working evenings and it kind of really died down. Like there wasn't much happening. And then I switched over to lunchtime and all of a sudden it was like, lots and lots to do. So right now I'm working mostly evenings. Maybe lunchtime is the go-to time interval. It is pretty nice to work, when it's daylight outside. It just kind of positively energizing, if you work in the dark for too long, it just gets a little bit too much sometimes, Like it just kind of drains you a little bit, I feel like. So certainly a nice little mix up here to come out in the morning, I would say, lunchtime. So yeah, this Subway that we're going to, I have never been there before. I'm not sure if it's newly opened. Maybe it is, but it was definitely not on my radar up until, today. So not sure which side it's gonna be on, but it's in this direction. So let's try and locate it, shall we? Oh yeah, another thing that I was looking forward to is that every autumn, when the leaves fall, they kind of cover the ground and, it just kind of makes for a cozy vibe. This year, though, the city's making a hard effort to clean up the leaves. So, it's probably good for safety, but I'm kind of disappointed, It takes away from the vibe, All right, so if you can see that Subway is just across the street. Hey guys, I want to do an episode where I rent one of these and do deliveries. I should probably do that, before the winter comes because, I don't know. I've seen people ride these in like full-on winter conditions. I was like, trying my best to keep my balance, and then somebody just like passed me by on an electric scooter with like those types of tires, I guess they're just, adrenaline junkies or something. I don't know. But I certainly would not ride one of these in the winter. Like, it's a little bit too much, All right, wow, look at that. We're sent off to the South Island. Drop-off is in 22 minutes. All right, guys, I guess we had a nice little stint here on the Kings Hill Island, and now it's time to head back to our local area, South Island, where you can catch me just about any day of the week. Oh, man, it's really bright outside today, like it's crazy. I've had so many days in a row of just like pure pitch black, and just my little light, shining the path. This is amazing, guys. All right, so to get to the South Island, we are headed towards the coastline. We're gonna take the coastline highway, as it's called, or I call it, and head towards the bridge, then climb up the bridge and get across. It's a fair distance. I think it'll take us 10 to 15 minutes, pretty much. All right, so this is one of my favorite roads here in the city. You can just kind of cruise through here, no worries at all. But yeah, like I said, guys, if it was, a Friday lunchtime type of deal, we will be doing a lot of corporate drop-offs. People are on their lunch break at the company and they place 6 orders of Pokeballs and we get to handle that. So yeah, that's on a Friday, but today it's a Sunday. So far, it's just people, staying cozy inside the house, and we are there to do a little delivery. Some nice views there on my left. I'm not sure if you can see that, but think we'll have a decent view from the bridge. We might check it out. All right, guys, we're climbing up to take this bridge over to the South Island. But I just want to say, like, man, food is expensive, and to pay for delivery on top of that, I don't know how people can afford it, you know? And like sometimes we get these orders from the, Swedish kitchens, Swedish restaurants. So it's like, potatoes and meatballs and the sauce, all of that stuff. And, it's nice and all, but it's extremely expensive. And at the store, you can buy a frozen version of it that is, I think, very comparable for, I'm not sure, like 5 times less than what you pay at the restaurant. So, I mean, obviously a different type of experience, but taste-wise, it is really comparable, guys. If you want to try out the Swedish cuisine, you can head to the supermarket and buy a frozen version. If you want to go one step up, you go to IKEA. It's really high quality food there at IKEA, and affordable as well. That's the whole Swedish idea, is that it's like high quality and affordable. So all the traditional foods and services are run that way, At the hardware store, you can buy like really high quality items, but they will be priced, in a friendly manner, very respectful prices, So I think that is kind of cool. The prices at the restaurant, though, not very nice and not very respectful, At least, that's how it is for me. All right, guys, well, I'm not sure how much you can see, but there is a slight little view there, and on the other side as well. With the wide angle, I guess you're seeing mostly the road and the fence, less so than the view. Anyway, we're at the bridge crest here, and we're about to start going downhill. This, I think, is the fastest stretch of road in all of Stockholm, at least to my knowledge, and at least with a manual bike. You can really pick up some speed, especially if it's not windy, which I'm not really sure if it is or not today, but yeah, let's see how fast we can go. Oh, you can really see the view from here. Check it out, guys. It's pretty gray, but over there it's pretty light, not too bad. All right, let's keep on moving. I guess today is windy because we didn't really go that fast. Still, I think we'll be at the drop-off point in about 5 minutes. So we're coming up on a big left turn there, major street alert, but I'm actually not sure which side we're delivering to. I think it's the right side. If that is the case, we're set up for success here, but if not, then we'll have to cross back and forth a bunch of times. All right, on the map, it looks like about 200 meters separate us from the drop-off point. All right, guys, I just checked the details, and apparently it is right here on our side, number 107. Hej, väntar du på leverans? Ja. Till Rickard? Ja. All right, so the customer found us outside. Very cool. Now we're here on the South Island. Question is if I want to stay or not. And I don't think I want to. I want to explore the city a little bit more. So, we'll see what happens. But I'll head towards the bridge and maybe back towards the King's Hill. We'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but we're here for 2 hours and 45 minutes. So until 1:15 p.m. and right now it's 11:15. So another 2 hours to go, boys. We just got an order from McDonald's, headed in this direction. Let's go. Yeah, guys, between working lunchtime and evening, there are pros to both, advantages to both. In the evening, it's super chill. As the evening progresses, the traffic dies down and gets really easy to navigate the city, right? So that's a big plus, just the chill vibe and the relaxed atmosphere, which is, always a plus. Conversely, with lunchtime, it's a little bit more active, a little bit more lively, and also, you kind of get to do the shift first thing in the morning. You go head into the city, you drop off a couple of deliveries, and you're back home, and that's it. You're good to go for the rest of the day. So I do like that aspect as well. Oh, did I pass by McDonald's? Oh no, it's up ahead. I thought I missed McDonald's, but it's right there in front of me. The trees were blocking the golden arches, boys, All right, let me see if I can cross the street here. All right, so let's see what awaits us here. One order. Let's check it out. Nej, den här. Tack. All right, boys, 11 minutes to drop this off. It's about a 5 to 7 minute journey. Let's go ahead. But yeah, guys, I don't know what it is. Like, I'm making a concentrated effort right now to stay away from the South Island. Yet, every time I do an episode, it seems like we end up right back here in no time, you know? When I'm on my regular shift, no camera, like, I don't know, I get sent to exotic places, exotic locales, you know? And I'm thinking to myself, oh, this would be kind of cool to film an episode, you know, exploring this area. You know, then when the camera comes along, you know, we're right back here. So it's kind of funny how that works. Anyway, I do have to say that I'm not really sure what the future holds, you know, like Stockholm is just a really small city and we only work in the center of it, right? So, I mean, there's outer boroughs where, you know, our company does do deliveries and other companies as well, but I'm not assigned to those areas and I cannot just like switch on a dime, which is a bit of a shame. Like, I think it's really important to have a little bit of variety and I don't really have the means to do that right now, you know? So I might have to see if I can sign up for like Uber Eats or something and, you know, show up to work once a week. I'm not sure if that's possible, but it certainly would be kind of cool to work in different places around the city, you know? Not just in the center, because I don't know, I think after a while it might get a little bit boring. If you're doing a live stream, then, you know, it's a different vibe, which is what I did previously. But for YouTube, I don't know, it's just like, it is certainly not London, you know? So I'll say that much. I mean, realistically, I'm not sure if it's possible to sign up for once a week type of shift. I'm not even sure if Uber Eats works that way here in Sweden. I know elsewhere, you just kind of like show up when you want to, go where you want to, and it's kind of set up like that, you know? But here, I'm not sure if it's the same. Anyway, we're at the address, boys. Alrighty, I think the elevator's on its way down. Yeah, here it is. We're only going up to the second floor, so you know, why not make it easy for ourselves? Alright, boys, that's the McDonald's order dropped off. Let's see what the update is. It's been an hour so far, and let me check the order history here. And we have 3 deliveries to our name, which is, you know, kind of the minimum amount that you want to have of like deliveries per hour. Man, they've updated the app here with a new look, and it's just kind of broken, you know? I have to, yeah, it's just kind of like laggy, it bugs out, it doesn't load the information. I had to restart the app several times, you know, every shift. Like, what is up with that? Like, there's no logic. Like, why push an update if it just breaks things? Like, everything was working fine. Why even update? Like, you know, I don't get it. You have a utility app, professional, you know, for working people and not for vanity, you know? It works, everything is good. Why update? Like, I don't get it. We get the fresh paint. Look at this new look. Oh, wow. And then, you know, and then it barely even functions. Like, what is the point? All right, guys, so I'm keeping up with my original idea and promise of heading towards the King's Hill and other areas. So, yeah, let's see how it goes. Right now, nothing's on our screen, and if we want to get across I'm not sure what that is, the canal? I don't know. But the waterfront, then we'll have to go this way to take the bridge. You can, guys, you can try to escape, but it's tough. We are being sent to Xing? I don't know. Something long, sushi and walk. Also, new place for me. I guess Sunday is the day of discovering new spots in the city. I've never been to the sushi location like ever, so it's a new one. Which way should we go here? I think we'll cut through here with the road closure and take the main street. I think it's gonna work out just fine. Oh yeah, also, I don't think I have footage of this, maybe I can capture some, but I've seen recently shifts available that are like ridiculous hours, you know? Like, I've seen a shift that is, I don't know, maybe on like a Thursday night from 3:45 a.m. until 7 a.m. What do you even do? Like, what is that? I don't know. There was no newsletter or announcement that they've changed the opening hours or the available times, but I guess they're trying to expand, you know, their reach whichever way they can. But I haven't tried one of those shits. Like, let me know in the comments if you want me to try one of those 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. type of shift, you know, we can do it. But I cannot imagine what there is to do at that time. It's not like they're open restaurants or, you know, anything. I guess you'll just be out, you know, biking around the city looking at the stars, or like, I don't know. Like, I cannot imagine a single restaurant that is open at 3 a.m. on a Thursday night. Like, maybe there's 2 7-Elevens in the whole of Stockholm that are open at that hour, you know? So that is kind of funny. I think this might be it, guys. Let me see. This might be the place. If it is, I think I've been here one time. Yeah, I think this is our spot. Oh yeah, so like typically until very recently, I guess, the opening hours for Foodora, the company that I work for, have been, you know, from like 7 a.m. until 11:30, I think. During regular days, and on the weekends it extends until 2:30 a.m. But I guess they've changed that recently. I don't know. All right, here we go. Check it. Hey, 658.
Ja.
Tack så mycket. Ha det bra. Hej då. The staff was so happy, you know. That is cool. Sometimes when you go to these sushi places, they're a little bit, you know, stone-faced, but yeah, I guess this one is the exception. So if you want to be welcomed warmly, guys, I guess that's the spot to go to. Shinlong Sushi, or however you pronounce that. Very nice. All right, let's pick this up in the app here, and we're being sent up the hill. I'm thinking about taking a back street, you know, behind this building, but it's too much work to get there, so we'll stick to this route, you know. All right, this is our turn, guys. Let's see how it goes. Oh, they've got an update. Can you guys see that? The green arrow? That wasn't there before. Usually, you know, cars would battle for control of who gets to pass, but now it's a little bit more organized. Very cool. Smiley face emoji. All right, so from the top of this hill, there's a very nice view. Actually, all along the coastline in front of us are some great scenic spots, you know. If we have time, I might check out, you know, a nearby park where you can get a, you know, view of the city. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. For now, let's just drop off this order. All right, can you guys see that? Where these people are headed is a scenic, you know, walking route. You can just get a glimpse of that, you know. Our drop-off location is just around the corner here. So all we have to do is make it up this final stretch. All right, I think this is, oh, look at that, boys. A bit of a view, like, I don't know what that is. It's a hotel conference building, I think, but man, it's just so ugly. All right, let me park the bike. I mean, it just really ruins the city line, you know? These doors aren't too open. You need like a gym membership to open that door. What the hell? That is something. All right, let's see where we're headed to. Ground floor. Oh, guys, look at this. Can you guys see that? It's a reflection of the sun. Amazing. Wow, that is something else. All right, where's my bike? It's so nice to see the sun, guys, like you would not believe. Anyway, guys, we are being sent off to McDonald's for another order. How do we get there, though? I mean, it's not like we have too many options. Yeah, let's just get over to the main street and they'll take us all the way. Wow, the cherry trees here are losing their leaves. These are the first ones to bloom when it's springtime, you know? So, guys, for the next, I don't know, 8 months, it's gonna be cold and just kind of dark. Ah, man, I don't enjoy it at all, but it is what it is, I guess. All right, here we go, McDonald's. We're back at it again. Hej!
Hallå.
Min beställning.
Stämmer, det är båda.
Ja, det är båda. All right, boys, we picked up 2 bags, but it's one single order. And now let's just see where it's headed. All right, Magnus Street 9. Pretty simple actually, we just need to make 2 turns. Let's get moving. What's not simple though is crossing this street. Sometimes like you can lose time walking towards the zebra line, or you can lose time waiting for an opening. Either way, it's not always quick. Right, so pretty simple here, boys. Just a slight little uphill, but all we gotta do is keep on going straight, and then a small turn in at the very end, and we'll be at the address. I'm actually not sure exactly where we're delivering. Like I cannot visualize the specific building, so we'll be on the lookout. It could even be like a corporate drop-off. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. Oh yeah, also this street has been repaved recently, and surprisingly I was not here, was not affected by it, so I get all the benefits of a smooth surface without, any of the congestion caused by roadwork. Sometimes you just like skip the whole cutscene, very nice. Oh, looks, guys, the city looks kind of lively right now. Wow, cool. All right, here's our turn, and the number is going to be it's going to be number 9. So we'll do our best to locate it. And this street reminds me of summer. That is something. Okay, I see number 7 and I see number 9. We'll let these 2 cars pass and I will swing over. Very cool and nice. Marble design. And there's even a perfect, parking space for a bike. Oh.
Jag tar det på tillbaka vägen.
Ja. Tack. All right, boys, another order dropped off. Up next, another Subway pickup. Usually, Subway is not popular at all, but I guess Sunday is the day for it. Second one today, and it's only been a couple hours, so Subway definitely popular on Sundays. We're not going to the same one where we were previously on the King's Hill. This one is a little bit more local. To be honest, boys, I'm not sure if you guys remember, but there was like a big drama headline many moons ago, like maybe 10 years ago or something, where it was alleged that, Subway restaurants were using some kind of like suspicious ingredient in their bread buns, and ever since then I have like this skewed view of the restaurant, like I'm just scared to eat the fake bread, I don't know what's gonna happen. Now it was probably in a different country, like I don't know where that was, probably the US, but here in Sweden, the food standards and the food quality is very high, which is, great considering how much you pay for it, But yeah, it's kind of interesting, guys, the standards of living. Like I remember watching like a video of, there's a YouTuber called Jay Utah, and he posts like car dash cam videos from around the world, and he had one in like India somewhere. Like I don't know, I think Mumbai or something. So I watched one of those. It looked apocalyptic, guys. I don't know how people live like that. There was like brown gray pollution everywhere. Everyone was beeping. Like it was complete chaos. Like that is insane. I should travel there and check it out myself. Just to see what it's like, All right, here's Subway, boys. 30. So yeah. All right, boys, I think close to 10 minutes that we spent inside there, but now we have the order, and we're also being sent over to Sofo, Sushi, and Ramen. Yeah, a lot. Like today on a Sunday, I barely recognize any of these spots, like I never get sent there on like regularly during my evening shift. I guess they're open lunchtime mostly. I don't know. Yeah, maybe that is why. Sofo Sushi. I don't know what that is, but we'll try and find it. Right, so Sofo Sushi and Ramen, I think. Well, I don't usually go to these type of spots in my regular shifts, like during the evening, Usually it's just a mixture of McDonald's, Max, the Fedora Market, and then you have some normal restaurants sprinkled in here and there. But this is something new, rare pickup, boys. Very cool. Let's see where it is. Ah, okay. I think it starts to make sense now, boys. I think I've been here one time previously. Here it is, boys. Sofo, Sushi, and Ramen. That's our next pickup point. It says pickups in 3 minutes, but if I refresh the page, it might just say that the order is kind of good to go. We'll see. It says the order should be ready now. Let's test our luck. Hey, 62.
Ja.
Tack. All right, boys, I just switched batteries. I'm not sure exactly where we left off. The camera plays a sound before it shuts off, but sometimes I miss, I can't hear it. So, to give you the update, I'm not sure how many deliveries run right now, but we picked up an order from Subway, dropped it off just now, but also picked up a ramen order, which we still have with us, and now we're being sent over to Frankys Burger for a second pickup to double us up, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Now Frankys is just up ahead. We need to get through the crossing there. All right, so Frankys is just across the street here. Let's take a look. 51.
51.
Tack så mycket.
Tack så mycket.
All right, boys, with 2 orders to our name, let's continue the journey. Next drop-off point is around the block, but to get there, we actually have to climb up just a little bit. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, this is the street, and we're looking for number 13. Should be just up ahead here. I see 9, I see 11, and then 13 should be next. The 4th floor is our go-to spot for this one, and thankfully enough, they have an elevator. Right, guys, so it's the the ramen that's getting dropped off right now. We're heading up to the 3rd floor, and then we have to walk 1 more set of stairs. So let's see how that goes. That is amazing. That is nice.
Hello.
Hi. Yes, the soup spilled. Please contact our customer support if you need any assistance. I'm sorry about that. Wow, what a mess, guys. Look at this. That is just great. Anyway, boys, we officially have a spillage on our hands. I don't think I've had one in a long time. So, I love delivering hot soup in a paper cup. It just really makes my day. All right, so I don't know what we're gonna do, to be honest. Into the shot. All right, so hopefully that's a one and done for today, As far as the accidentals, I'll have to find some paper napkins somewhere to try and clean up the inside of my bag. Otherwise, it's going to be smelling like a ramen broth for the next, however long. And I was thinking to myself, why is my backpack kind of warm? Had a slightest of suspicions that, something could have gone wrong, but it really went wrong. We're being sent over to the east coastline here on the South Island. So let's try and refocus ourselves and keep on moving. All right, so I haven't checked the map in detail, but it does look like all we have to do is keep on going that way down the hill and towards the coastline. All right. On the map, it kind of looks like we're moving away from, our actual drop-off point, but we'll get there eventually. Certainly going this way cuts out all of the traffic, so that is a big bonus. Honestly, guys, I think we might even take the canal route. Let's go ahead and do that. Look at this, guys. Isn't this nice? It's also very busy. Like, where are all these people coming from? Like, usually it's completely dead. I guess everybody and their sister is out for a walk today. This is surreal, guys. I've never seen this many people over here even once in like 20 years. This is literally insane. Where are they all coming from? Did like 3 buses just come in, like drop everybody off? Anyway, I'll keep my eye on the map here. Make sure we don't, miss our target, but we are moving in the right direction, so that is all well and good. We've been biking for a couple of minutes now, like along the coast here, but we're still not there. It's actually, surprisingly far in relative terms, of course. There's also a headwind, so we're not terribly quick through here. Guys, look at that. Very, very cool. Nice little view. All right, so with the new UI update, I can't actually tell, where exactly I'm delivering or dropping off to. So let me stop here and check the specifics. All right, so it's just up ahead. It's gonna be number 71. I see 73 on my right side, which means that we're almost here. And look at that, boom, number 71. All right, so as I'm parking up the bike here, I can smell the ramen broth, like scent emanating out of my backpack. That's just amazing stuff, guys, right? So it looks like we have a code. And it doesn't work. Maybe I can call them. Let's see.
Personen du söker kan inte nås för tillfället. Men du kan skicka ett sms till den du söker med information om att du har ringt. Ditt sms har skickats. Tack för samtalet.
Right, guys, the update is that the code doesn't work. Hej, Fedora.
Kommer du upp med maten?
Nej, koden funkar inte.
Okej, men då kommer jag ner.
Okay, då står jag här utanför, tack. All right, so that's a cool little service that they have. I'm not sure if you saw that, but I called the number, they didn't answer, and the automatic response allowed me to send a text message with my number, which is more effective, a lot more effective than leaving a voice text or whatever it's called, because that one nobody ever listens to it. So yeah, customers on the way down, the code didn't really work. I expected a perfectly smooth Sunday, but certainly there are a few small hiccups at the moment. I'm sure once we get this dropped off, it's going to be back to smooth riding. Hey, Cecilia. Sit down. Thank you. All right, guys, so the order has been dropped off. Our next step is to, whenever we get to the next place, right now the screen is empty here. Whenever we get to the next place, I want to get some paper napkins and clean up my backpack so that, it's functional and presentable, right? So our next stop is going to be Samrat of India, and it's in that direction, about 10 minutes. Anyways, I'm hoping that from here on out it's going to be smooth sailing. Guys, anytime something happens, whether it be something wrong with the food or a mechanical failure with the bike or, whatever else, it's always kind of, upsetting and, really shocks the system a little bit, So, yeah, before every shift, I kind of wish myself to have a smooth one and hope for the best. Most of the time it works out, but sometimes things go a little bit in the wrong direction. So it is what it is, boys. Until the restaurants stop using the paper cups for hot soups, there's not much that's gonna change it, I think. But, I'm not sure how long it's been. I think probably over a year since any major spillages. Certainly there have been some close calls, like sometimes you have like a kebab place that puts a lot of sauce in their mix, and then they just use like a styrofoam package that's like halfway open, and then that's just a recipe for disaster, So, but not quite, that's not quite the same extent as we had here. This was a full-on piece of soup, that just exploded in the backpack, that is something. Wow, it's so green here, guys. Look at this. Amazing. All right, so nice and chill. I'm not sure how much time is left. I'm guessing about an hour still on the clock. I'll check that out with a full breakdown soon, but for now we are approaching, you see that, Samrat of India, and that's our next pickup point. Let's see. Man, what the hell's going on? I'm getting crushed by 2 doors, boys. What the hell? We made it inside, boys, without injury. Very cool. It says this order should be ready in 3 minutes, so in the meantime, let me see if I can find some napkins. Jag lånar den här en stund. Boys, we're doing a cleanup operation. Let's see how it goes.
Hey, använder inte den. Det rinner vatten, inte här. Gå till toaletten.
Okej.
Kolla, det rinner vatten.
Aha, okej, förlåt. I've tried to, guys, this is absolutely amazing. I've tried to clean up one spillage and then I created another. You guys see that? The floor is now filled with water. I guess they have like a leaking pipe or something. I don't know. But it's a bit disastrous. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. All right, guys. I'm expecting the Indian food to hold up just a little bit better than yeah, man, than the ramen, you know? All right. I mean, yeah, I used one of their sinks and it caused a meltdown on the floor somehow. So, I mean, that is something, boys, you know? Anyway, let's keep on moving. But at least my backpack is somewhat, you know, cleaned up. Oh yeah, we're not going terribly far, boys. It's, I mean, it's like 1 minute away. All right, this is the place, and number 33 is the magic number. If I'm not mistaken, it's that one over there. Let's check it out. Oh, that's 37. But somewhere over here then. Look at this, boys. Boom. Let's check the instructions. We have a code. Hey.
Sorry.
Anyway, that was a cute little cat. Very nice and fluffy. Where's the elevator, guys? I mean, I'm kind of out of breath. Can we get it here? I wonder. Nah, I don't trust it. Alright guys, I was gonna do a quick update, but the big update is that our shift is over. So let's get on the bike and I will get the final statistics, so let's do it. Alright guys, so it's still fairly early today, 1 p.m. or thereabouts. You know, the weather is good. It's a Sunday. I would typically pick up another shift maybe, because I saw there were a couple available, and yeah, maybe continue working. But today, man, I am tired. So we did our 2 hours and 45 minutes, and I think it's time for me to head home. Right, so today is Sunday, November 5th. Decent outing, except for the explosive ramen. Yeah, it was pretty nice, and certainly very cool to come out in the daylight. I've been working a lot recently, and most of it has been past, you know, the sundown. So let's see how we did today. 3 hours, well, 2:59 is the official time, and in that time we've earned ourselves 474, you could say, Swedish crowns. That comes out to about 160 Swedish crowns per hour. So, you know, pretty average, but it is better than nothing, guys. To be honest, boys, I think that is it from me for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this little episode, and stay tuned for more. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to give the video a like, leave me a comment, and let me know what you thought. And yeah, until next time, peace out, and hope you have a great day. Bye.